this. And this will be our first trip of the year. And this is going to be up at the Superior Hiking Trail. This is where it was just a little over a year ago when I hiked over 200 miles. And for this trip, we're going to be hiking maybe a total of 20 miles or so. And it'll be 2 nights. It's a little late start for us. We left our house around maybe 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Drove all the way up here. It's at least over a 7-hour drive. We're up near the Canadian border, past Grand Marais. I think this is called Kimball Creek. We're starting at the Trailhead. And we'll be hiking to the Kettle River, 1.7 miles from here. It's about 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So it'll be getting dark in about 2 hours. It gets dark around 9 o'clock. And we made a nice little pit stop on the way up. We hiked up to the High Falls in the Tetiguchi State Park. So we got some nice video footage, some pictures from there. It's a very beautiful area. That was about a nice 3.5 mile total round trip hike to the falls. Well, you see that the trail conditions are dry, but it is a rocky trail. You do get a lot of sharp rocks sticking up. We're coming up to our first small stream crossing, nice little bridge. Now this stream is dry. There's no water going through it. It was definitely a lot different when I came through here in the end of May last year. That looks like it'll be going downhill. I see a bridge. I'm not sure what stream this is. Oh, that smells good. They must have just put this bridge in. I remember, not sure part of the trail, I remember seeing a lot of new wood. This is a really nice area. Stream going through this canyon. See a nice high wall of rocks. Well, I just discovered which stream that is. It's Crow Creek. Then there should be a campsite back in there. I'm looking at the map here. Crow Creek, the Kettle, 2 campsites should be very close to here. Now we're at the Kettle River. This is a very nice river. We have a bridge crossing. Wow, this river is awesome. I remember this when I hiked on the Superior Hiking Trail last year. It's one of my favorite streams because all of the rapids and like tiers of small waterfalls. And the campsite should be very close to this. Okay, we arrived at the Cadence River campsite. Now this is where I'll hang. It's got some debris around here, but I'll work around it. Yeah, it should be good enough for tonight. Starting to get a little dark out. I'll show you my gear real quick. Edge tarp from War Bonnet. Been using that for at least 5 years now. I have the Darien Dream Hammock, 11 foot. And I have a top and under quilts from Enlightened Equipment. These are a little overkill. They're 20-degree down bags, but oh well, it'll be nice and warm tonight, that's for sure. And I got cinch buckles. I have used whoopies in the past, but they're not my favorite. I've gone back to cinch buckles. Same with my wife, she has basically the same setup. Darien Dream hammocks. Same under quilts and edge tarps. And we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning, everyone. It is about 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm the only one up. I'm going to make myself a quick little breakfast, one of these granola blueberry meals. Well, all I do is add some water to it. Be a nice cold meal. I woke up this morning, it's about 49 degrees out, so temperature wasn't too bad. So I got a really good night's sleep in the hammock. We're now back on a trail, and a little less than 2 miles we'll have the lake walk. It's a nice 1.5 mile walk along Lake Superior, and it's a little challenging, but we're looking forward to that. And we hiked about, I think it's 2 or 2.1 miles yesterday to our campsite, and today maybe it'll be an 8 or 9 mile hike to the Kettle's Falls. Then we'll hike a few miles back, and we'll set up camp tonight somewhere, and hike out in the morning back to the trailhead. And now we're getting some nice views of the lake. We're a long ways up here right now, but we're starting to go down very soon, and the next will be the lake walk. Now we're coming up to Highway 61. I'm going to be crossing it. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little slippery and wet right here. We'll be crossing the highway, and maybe 300, 400 feet we'll be up to Lake Superior. This lake walk is a little challenging. It's not easy hiking about 1.5 miles on all these little pebbles and rocks, but it is 100% worth it. It is beautiful along this lake. Well, we just had a change in plans. Found a really nice campsite right along Lake Superior. Right on this lake walk. Look at the view we'll get in the morning and this afternoon. And the campsite is right in here. Only about 50 feet into the woods. And we're going to set up our hammocks right now. Then we do is just take my pack, load up some food, stove in it, and we're going to hike to Kettle Falls. Oh, we hung our food up right there. We have our hammocks all set up. And I'll be going on the trail. Now this is the way to do it. I just have my pack with minimal gear in it, so it's very light. My wife is just walking along without a pack. Only got about maybe 5 miles to the waterfalls. Okay, right here we'll be taking left right into the woods. And a nice little walkway that they just put in. This will be the Little Brule River, and it is almost dried up. Very slow moving stream. And just on top of this little hill will be the campsite I stayed at last year. I got the Brule River. That's nice. The highway and Lake Superior right over there. And on the other side. And this will go up to the Kettle's Falls. So we'll be following this trail for about 1/2 mile. And this is where we'll be starting all of our steps going down. It's got to be at least 150 if not more.
You're going to carry me back up, right?
Yeah. Then of course, like you just said, we'll have to climb back up these. And it goes on and on for a long ways. There we're starting to get a view of some of the falls. Of course, still got a long ways to go down. Now we're at the bottom of the falls. And I like this spot because you get sprayed. And I miss it. Actually feels good on a hot day like today. It's around 70 degrees out. Now we're going to stop right here and filter some water because we are almost 100% empty. Oh, what do you think of this waterfall? Kettle Falls. The waterfall to the left actually goes into some kind of like a cave. We're not really sure where it comes out at. Now they've sent GPS trackers down there, like a paint, dye, some logs, ping pong balls, different things, and they never did see it come up anywhere. They're not sure where it actually goes. Some figure it comes up down there somewhere, but it's still unknown at this time. One of my favorite waterfalls ever. And this is another view from top of the falls. And there's the other part of the waterfalls that goes into that cave or whatever it may be. We are now leaving the falls and we're going to have a pile of stairs to climb. And it's going to be about at least 6 miles back to our campsite. So we still have a good hike ahead of us. We're now back at our campsite, the campsite on Lake Superior. I think this may be my favorite campsite of all time. It is awesome. As you can see, we're out of water. Now it's time to go over to Lake Superior and filter some crystal clear water. It's not too windy out, but I'll still use the windscreen. And now we're rehydrating the chicken and mashed potatoes. That'll be ready in about 10-12 minutes. And a little side snack. It's a blueberries and cream oatmeal. I'm using my long-handled spork with a polished end. I love that. Works excellent. Well, let's see how it's looking. The chicken looks good. We're just mixing it all in together. Mashed potatoes, chicken. That should be a good meal for tonight. This is good. Now we have a nice warm fire. It's a little chilly by the lake, especially at nighttime. The sun is just starting to set, and soon we'll be going to bed. So see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It is a beautiful morning. Did get a little cool last night, got down to about 45, but we slept very good next to this lake with the rolling waves coming in all night. The only minor negative about this campsite was the highway is just over there a little ways. So you do hear some of the highway noise, but it's not a very busy highway. Very few cars go down it. And you can see one going down right now. Okay, this is our plan. We're right here, camping on the lake walk. We're going to take the highway down. Rather than taking this and backtracking yesterday the way we did, we're going to take the highway down for a little ways towards parking areas. Then there's a little spur trail we're going to hike up that we've never done before, Cadence River. And then we'll cut across and go back to Kimball Creek where we're parked at. Okay, now we'll be turning off at the Cadence River. And the spur trail should take us about maybe 3/4 of a mile to the Superior Hiking Trail. So now we're up on some cliffs along the Cadence River. And right over here you can see like a cave formed into the side. And now we'll continue on the trail, and we're still going uphill. Wow, some of these cliffs are high along the river. It's a very nice little spur trail that we're taking. Here's some nice openings. Got a couple of nice little waterfalls. And now we've already made it to the bridge. And this will be a Superior Hiking Trail. There, one last look at the Cadence River. That was a nice little walk. Now we'll be going back to the parking lot. I think that's maybe just under 2 miles from here. And we're now crossing the bridge at Crow Creek. And we just passed by the final campsite. And that'll be just before, maybe about a mile and a half before our parking lot where the vehicle is. And this is a really nice spot. We're going to stop here just for a real quick break, maybe 10 minutes. Well, that was a nice 3-day, 2-night trip on a Superior Hiking Trail. Near perfect weather. So now we're getting ready to make our long drive back home. So thanks for watching up Trail 71. We're going to stop here in the small town of Schroeder. And we're going to have a pizza for our post-hike meal. And at the town of Schroeder, we have one more awesome waterfall here to check out. And this is on the Cross River. This is beautiful. Oh, I know. It's like a water slide. Yeah.